Welcome, my name's Alia Khan and you're watching The Modest Chapter. Today I have a lovely designer, Effa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
I actually started appreciating your stuff when I started seeing the wonderful things you do with color.
Thank you.
What was your inspiration? Because you take what would otherwise be an abaya or a kaftan and you make it into an experience.
Actually, that's my aim. I mean, I'm very inspired by color. I'm very inspired by nature in general. My vision as a designer is to really enrich women's lives with beauty and to make them feel beautiful and confident from the inside, because I really believe that, it's that inner confidence that, gives them the radiance. It's quite different to physical beauty.
What was your inspiration for even learning more about the inner confidence before you were able to translate it into your work?
I've been blessed to be surrounded by people that are very interested in these things, so I definitely believe in women's empowerment, and I come from a family that really supports that. I'm very blessed to have that.
That's so interesting. So can you tell us a little bit about how you go about choosing your colors and translating your styles the way you do?
Well, I mean, every collection, obviously, I try to choose a theme, something that inspires me. It could just be, a flower or a painting. Nature is definitely, a big source of inspiration for me, and travel. And then, I build around that, but I always start with the color palette first. And I really believe that color is life.
So Effa, why modest wear?
Modest is a word that means different things to different people. For me, I design a wide range of items, from the abaya with the shela to turbans to evening gowns, which are not necessarily targeted for hijab, but they are still more on the modest side, comparable to other evening wear on the market. And I really believe, that a woman, needs to feel beautiful and feel confident, but it's not necessarily, there's certain things that don't need to be, exposed to the whole world. I think in terms of perception, media-wise, hijab hasn't had the best rap in the media.
But Effa, I genuinely feel designers like you are changing that, because you come up with such beautiful and elegant creations. I think it's impossible for anybody of any background not to at least appreciate what you do. And I think that is what's creating the shift in perceptions. If anything, it's becoming more positive now in the media as well, and by all people's perception, because designs like this are so easy on the eyes and so lovely and elegant, so easily appreciated. And I know from my experience, when I talk to modest wear consumers, I find a lot of women that tend not to be the modest wear consumer, and they'll come across ensembles like what you're wearing right now, or some of your other beautiful work, and they'll start purchasing and start becoming a fan. So you, as a designer, have this great gift of converting people into at least being more balanced in their perception.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope that is something that, I can contribute to.
I mean, it's quite an iconic look for the Hollywood scene, isn't it?
Exactly.
From the times of Grace Kelly, Audrey Hepburn, all the way to even Jennifer Lopez and Angelina Jolie, we're seeing some pretty key looks where the staple item is that headscarf worn in a whatever way that they feel is most stylish.
A year ago, Tyra Banks visited Dubai, and I received a phone call saying, "Oh, she wants to wear abaya." And she came by. She selected a few. She loved the turbans. She's a big turban fan. So I mean, for her, she wanted to experience that, and for a supermodel who has the body and the looks to wear anything she wants, she still wanted to experience that elegance of wearing abaya or wearing a turban. So it was a fun experience.
Tell us about your fabric choices.
Obviously for the abaya, considering the climate that we live in, and it's mainly the main market for that at the moment is the Middle East, I tend to go for really light, comfortable fabrics. I really believe that if you're selling a luxurious product, part of that has to be comfort. So, you know, when I design, I fit every single piece, I try them on, I see how it moves, I see how the fabric falls. That's very, very important to me. The cut has to be flattering. I mean, no woman wants to look larger than her size. So, you know, I really focus a lot on cut.
I'd like to know from you, if you can pinpoint, at what point did you find that there might have been a muse in your life, someone that just really inspired you and you sort of pegged them as the staple of beauty for you?
I'm quite inspired by, you know, the old school Hollywood starlets, especially from the 50s, because...
Anyone in particular?
I mean, like Sophia Loren, Grace Kelly, they had this... They embrace their femininity, which is something that I really admire. From modern day, I love the style of Kate Blanchett. She's always so elegant. Olivia Palermo, another one, who's very stylish and elegant. And I think elegance and femininity are really, you know, two characteristics that are, you know, that do represent the Effa brand.
The darling and beautiful Effa.
Thank you
so much for your time. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you.